Isn't that so much better than clapping?
It's also funnier for me because when I edit it, I'm just like, when I hear you go, you're like, like disassociating.
And it's
just
always the same every episode. I don't change it.
Hello.
Messy. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with time. MessyPod with Mac and Mike. MessyPod with Mac and Mike.
Hello. Welcome back, bitches, to MessyPod episode.
You could be a Super Bowl singer.
Oh, jeez, no. Every single time I think of the national anthem now, all I can think of is Fergie singing it at that All-Stars basketball thing.
Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Yeah, sadly.
Did you watch the Super Bowl, Mac?
Yes, it was on. I was literally sitting in the living room the entire time as it was playing on the TV screen. I was scrolling on my phone. Who was
playing? Who was playing?
What do they call the fucking Tampa Bay and then the fucking Kansas City? I don't know their fucking mascots.
That's fine.
I was amazed.
I'll let you pass.
Literally, a lot of people didn't even know football was happening during the pandemic.
Honestly, I didn't even know.
So good people didn't even know the Super Bowl was happening until like literally the day it was happening. Everyone was like, "Oh, I saw people on Twitter." Like, no one was even talking about it on Twitter either that much too.
No,
like it happened, and then no one talked about. Like, it wasn't even on my timeline. Not even the Weeknd's halftime show was on my timeline for longer than 5 minutes. Like, people were literally just like, "Okay."
Well, it was all a mess. The whole thing was a little bit of a mess, in my opinion.
The entire
the game, everything
I
about
tweet
it.
that the Super Bowl was a bit of a mess this year. I mean, we went through a very, very weird year, and it was also very disappointing Super Bowl. It wasn't even that competitive. I thought the Super Bowl, like, when I think of Super Bowl, I think of like the top teams of the year facing each other.
Yeah.
Finally, and it's going to be like a neck to neck battle to win, but no, it was very much not.
No,
it was
you are
quite boring
right.
since like after like the first quarter. You're kind of like, okay, well, they won, so now we're just gonna sit here for hours as they just keep on winning.
Well, no one really cared. I didn't even know it was happening. Usually Super Bowl is something I look forward to like months in advance, and then like I think it was a week, and I was like, oh shit, it's happening.
Yeah, you always see like those like big brands. They hype up their Super Bowl ads before the Super Bowl, but like no one did that this year. It was so under the radar.
Well, because no one really cared, and usually like something good comes from like a commercial or like a moment of the game, and everybody's talking about it for a while. And this time, I don't think anybody's talking about it in the commercials.
No one's really talking about
Maybe I missed it.
There's like they memed a little bit of the Weeknd's halftime show, but then that was it.
What did you think about the Weeknd's halftime show? Give me an actual. What did you think?
Halftime show. I mean, okay, so not every year, not every Super Bowl year, we're going to get the top-notch performer on earth giving us the greatest performance ever, okay? You know? Okay. And not every year we're going to have this artist bringing in other artists to share the stage. Sometimes they just want it themselves, and sometimes it's not a great decision. And I love The Weeknd. I always say that I like The Weeknd. I've been vibing with his music
The Weeknd
for a while, since like his mixtape days and all that stuff. He's not the greatest. When I saw him live back in like his early days, he wasn't the greatest live performer I ever seen. He seemed quite nervous, and even when I was watching him, I did not expect him to be as big as he is today. I'm still caught off guard by his career story. It's inspirational in my opinion, because I did not see him going this pathway, especially with the music he was making before all this year. It was before he like went mainstream, I guess. The music he was making during his mixtape days was much different. I mean, it's still about the same subject, but now he makes it all flashier and all that stuff. He's still talking about drugs. You guys just can't. If you listen to the lyrics, you understand. But if you just listen to the beat, you're not going to notice that.
Everybody's talking about drugs. Everybody's talking about money, drugs, and sex.
His slogan used to be like overdose, like love until we overdose, or something about overdosing. That was his slogan for the longest time before he went radio friendly.
Oh no, I didn't know any of that. You know what? I just didn't like. I didn't like the whole going backstage into that room and like singing into the camera. Moment.
Yeah, that was interesting. I wish he would have brought on someone else, because that's like a Super Bowl thing, is to bring on somebody else. Even Beyonce brought on Destiny fucking Child. You know what I mean?
Well, especially if you're not a fucking like really strong performer yourself, bring in somebody that will make up for it.
But he said said he couldn't bring in anyone else because they didn't go with his vision of how he wanted the Super Bowl to be.
Okay.
Which
I hope he got what he wanted.
It was interesting. I hope he got what he wanted. I wish it would have been better. I wish they would have. I said. I even tweeted out. I wish they would have let Miley Cyrus do it. I hope they let Miley Cyrus be the halftime show sometime in the next few years, because you know she's gonna bring something weird,
and it'll be great.
Something weird. Okay. It'll be great, and then she'll be banned from television forever. But she brought it. Yes. But she brought it onto the biggest platform in the country. She would bring some weird ass bullshit, and we will live for it for centuries.
This year, I would have loved to see either Miley Cyrus or Ariana Grande perform the Super Bowl, because it's for the girls and the gays. It's the only hour we get.
It's literally, it's for the girls and the gays. I still remember the year when they had the Who be the halftime show, and I was like, who?
Who?
Exactly.
Wait,
I did not watch that Super Bowl that year. That was like the first year I did not watch Super Bowl, because I was like, I don't give a shit about the Who. Who's the Who?
I've never even heard of them. That's like remember when everybody got like a U2 album on their phone that no one asked for?
Oh, yeah. When we all got the fucking album just sitting there on our fucking phones. We're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, we're like, we don't want this.
Interesting.
Who do you think was the greatest halftime show performer in the past decade? You want to say it at the same time?
Ooh, I'm split, but yeah, sure.
Okay, we have to pick one. I'm saying pick one. Ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Beyonce.
Okay.
Yeah. yeah. I was in between either Beyonce or Lady Gaga, because Lady Gaga did bring it her year. That was a great halftime show.
The gays were split. There were people arguing Katie, which I was like, girl. And then there were people. Yeah,
I forgot Katie was what.
There was people arguing Katie. There was people arguing Lady Gaga, and there were people arguing Beyonce. Of course,
that's where the shark came from. That's where the dancing shark.
That was the best part of the whole goddamn thing that Katie brought.
And then she like rode on like a metal lion or something. I remember that was shooting fireworks or some shit. I don't know.
It wasn't bad. It just was. I don't think it was. I wouldn't call it the greatest.
It was big, and there was a lot of things. That's also the thing about the Weeknd's performance. His set was very minimal compared to the sets that other people have used in the past. You know what I mean? And also, I guess he didn't have that much to work with. It was during a pandemic. They probably couldn't do much or want to do much. They couldn't even do audience work. You know what I mean? Because usually every halftime show, you have like the audience run out onto the field, but they can't because it's a pandemic.
Do you think that's why they didn't care? They were just like, who cares? It's Weeknd. Who cares? No one's watching.
It was also very weird because it was like the height of his entire career, like the biggest moment of his entire career. Like he's like reaching the peak of his career, and he's doing the halftime show. Usually the halftime show is given to like an artist after they had like a big moment in their career, like usually like a year or two after, then they'll do the halftime show. But for him, it was like in the same swing, in the same one swing, he does the halftime show. So I'm kind of scared that like he might hit a burnout because it's going way too fast for him right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I like The Weeknd. I'm not saying anything bad about The Weeknd, but they're not. I wouldn't peg them as strong enough performer. Like I think vocalist and like lyrical is great, but as like strong enough performer to hold up the reputation of a Super Bowl halftime show, I was like, who made that choice? I would have loved to see, like I said, Ariana Grande or Miley Cyrus.
And also, it goes to someone that has like decades of hits. The Weeknd has only had like 2 or 3 hits in the past 4 years. So that was also weird. So a lot of his songs, you didn't really feel like the nostalgia. And that's why I want to see Miley Cyrus. I want Miley Cyrus to bust out Nobody's Perfect and watch everyone just go crazy.
No, you know what, Will? The Hannah Montana theme song.
She will bust out some Hannah Montana song wearing the most revealing outfit on the stage, shocking the world while singing Hannah Mon fucking Tana, showing her titties.
Yes. Yes. I want a full glow-up reveal moment.
I want her to show her titties on the Super Bowl halftime show while singing Hannah Montana and get banned from television. And then she won't even need that money anymore. She'll be an icon.
No, I think that would actually be a great choice. I would love to see that. Oh my God. We'll put it into the universe. Next year, watch. Okay, listen, everybody who's listening right now, if you're a fan of Messy and next year Miley Cyrus is a halftime show, you know the power we have.
You know the power we held. You know the influence that we grab.
Save this clip, Mac. Save this clip. I would love to also, what if they did like an NSYNC or Spice Girls or Backstreet Boys moment? I would live. I would live.
That would be cool. That'd be cute. The Spice Girls. But no, go back to the weekend. I feel like that was the main thing that made his halftime show just kind of lackluster was the fact that he didn't have that many number one hits on his repertoire. I feel like that was the big thing. He wasn't an icon yet. Everyone else that's performed in the past few years have hits for over a decade, you know? So I think that was the weird choice by Pepsi to choose him.
It was missing the nostalgia factor because usually, like, you know, even with J-Lo, like J-Lo brings out a song that was popular.
She has a lot of songs in the 90s and 80s, and Lady Gaga had hits since 2002, and Katy Perry
That's
as
weird.
well. And all that stuff.
It's weird to me. I feel like I'm getting old because the things that I still consider new happened 10 years ago.
Yeah, see, like I was just thinking of Poker Face, and that literally was like 12 years old at this point now, and it was like, damn.
It's crazy. Like in my head, I still consider Lady Gaga a new artist.
Same. In my head, I still see her as someone that's still climbing, still not reaching her peak. But no, she's considered. She got the Tricon Award at the MTVs.
That is insane to me. When Lady Gaga broke out into like the scene, I was a sophomore in high school.
Shit.
I was God fucking damn it, bro. I was like, yo, shit.
Jesus Christ.
So it makes me feel old. You know what also made me feel old? You know how like Family Guy has all those like spin-offs?
Family Guy?
Yeah, Family Guy. You know that there's like American Dad.
McFarlane spin-offs that happen because of Family Guy, like American Dad and all that shit.
American Dad, The Cleveland Show.
The Cleveland Show, American Dad. I think there was another one, but I know what you're talking about.
So the Cleveland Show, in my head, like just came out. That shit came out, got canceled. Like it came out in like 2011.
Yeah, it came out a while ago. But at the same time, 2011 doesn't even sound like that far away. But that was literally like 9 years ago, and that's the part that hurts my feelings too.
It was 10, Mac. It was a decade ago.
Yeah, it was 10. It's 10 now. Oh, fuck
That's
this.
why we're old. We are good soon. You know what, Mac? Here's the thing. At one point, we're going to have to completely change the point of this podcast, and we are going to have to call it Old Bitchy Gays. That's going to be the new name. We are going to have to complain about the youth not knowing their history, even though we don't know a goddamn thing. Yes.
First we were the Queer Uncle podcast, and now we're the Old Bitchy Gays.
We went from the messy kids to the queer uncles to the old bitchy gays. That's the trajectory we're on.
We're here. We're here.
Wow. Do you have a gay agenda this week?
No, I don't really. I have a small one.
Sure, you can do a little small one.
Mention ready? 1, 2, 3. Gay agenda with 3.
Mac. I love this riff moment. Are you like teasing an album? Like, what's happening? Are you coming out with something soon?
Yeah, obviously.
I'm like, what's going on?
My gay agenda is the Queerties are happening, and I voted for them yesterday. That's
Why aren't we up? Why aren't we up? I'm actually upset.
There is a subject that says best gay podcast, and we're not. We're a queer podcast. And
wait.
What happened?
Where's
our nomination? You know,
pull them up.
Willem
I want to see
them. Monet Exchange was there, and Bob's drag queen. Where's Mike and Matt?
So it's all drag queens. That's it.
It was mostly drag queens. Yeah, I mean, drag queen podcasts rule the gay world, basically.
Of course they do. I hit my final moment because Willem is my favorite drag queen. Mm-hmm. You know, I've said that before, and I finally got to work with them on a project.
Yeah, I saw your little boomerang.
Yeah,
I was working on things.
So here, and I was so intimidated because I was so tired. I had a very long night drinking, right? Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna stay up because if I go to sleep, I'm not going to be able to make it. So I went into the studio. I'm barely keeping my eyes open. I could barely have sentences. And Willem is there. And Willem is the most professional, funny person ever. Like when you know how you and I both know, like, we're on. Mm-hmm. They're very much so like you. When they're not working or getting paid, they're actually very, like, reserved and quiet. Mm-hmm. So do the job. And it's straight. It's like, no, they don't mess up. it's like really crazy how like precise they are. They get it done the first take and then we move on. I was like, holy shit. And I was so intimidated. And I was like,
she's been around. She's been
around,
doing this.
professional.
She's been doing this. She's
I was
from
like,
season
ooh.
what, 3, 4? What
Four,
season?
four.
Season 4 Drag Race. She's been killing it.
She has been killing it. And it was like,
and she was disqualified, bitch. She didn't even need RuPaul after that. She didn't have to go to All Stars and all that shit.
Nope. She was invited. Did you know that she was supposed to go to All Stars 1 and then got cut? Because I think Fifi couldn't go, and they were like, well, that's your storyline, so they cut her last minute.
Oh, damn. Oh, wow. They should bring... I want to see Willem on All Stars.
They will never do it.
I know they will never do it, but
yeah.
that would be hilarious to see both Willem and Pearl.
The blacklist. That's what they should
the
call
blacklisted
it.
queens.
Blacklist. Yes. I would
All
live.
Stars.
And you know it would be everything too. It would be the best season that ever existed.
Yeah. It's really great.
But no, I remember I had to bring up something. I was like, oh yeah, you mentioned in your podcast Race Chaser, something like that, to bring up a conversation topic, and they were like, oh, you're a fan of the pod. What do you know about the gigs? And I was like, trying to hide that I was like a giddy little fan. It was weird. I want to be like, put me in makeup now, please.
Beat my face! Beat my face! Beat my face!
But that was fun.
That was cute. And that's gay
So-
agenda. Wait. Also, we're not, no spoilers, but
Okay.
anyone that has watched Drag Race, can we please have a moment of silence for the eliminated queen? Thank you.
Thank you. I was so upset.
Everyone was. Even my sister
we
texted
won't
me
say.
being like, I'm literally almost crying. I mean, I feel like us just right now is revealing who it is, but we're not going to say it.
We're not going to say it.
But it's, I mean, we already knew. I mean, even her herself knew she wasn't going to win. Even in her exit interview, she knew like she wasn't going to make it win. But
Yeah.
I think she probably wanted to make it far, but it's great. It was great. Her presence was great. It was a great storyline. It's probably one of the best fucking Queen storylines.
You know how sometimes
that show has had in a second.
You know how sometimes when a queen leaves, you're like, we'll see you on All Stars.
She even knew. She was like, I'm gonna see y'all again. She knows. She fucking knew.
She knows. And I'm excited for it. You know, I said it before. Too. It's the same thing with social media. Like when I see somebody that I really feel like deserves like a platform, it really is like a heartwarming feeling, whether it's someone on social media or like on Drag Race or just like in the public eye, because it's rare. A lot of the people that I think have that kind of like platform do shitty things with it nowadays. So when I see somebody like that who like has worked for it, like, you know what, you put in time and effort and you're finally getting the recognition you deserve. It makes me like feel really warm inside, and I hope they get another shot. I really do. And they were good TV. When I see people that are willing to fight nowadays,
great TV, and it was you can tell it was natural for them too. That was just the pageant girl in her. That she was playing a mental game. She was whenever you watch that show, you always got to pay attention to those pageant girls because they love to stir the fucking pot, and and no one blames them for it. But they're sitting there stirring the fucking pot for no fucking reason because that's what they do. That's the pageant world.
It's being manipulative and pretty, Mac. It come
together.
together.
Playing that mental game, knock all the girls off of their knocker, because guess who's in the bottom the next fucking week after that fucking moment that she did, bitch. She played that mental game, that pageant game.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And that's why I like it. Like, especially now when I see people on reality TV, whether it's RuPaul's Drag Race or anything, that are willing to fight and look messy, and they don't care that they're going to be like, you're going to get hate somewhere on social media because people are like, I don't know, people are always in the comments and they attack you like, oh, how dare you yell and how dare you fight, even though that's exactly what we all want to fucking see on reality TV. Yeah. Like, what are you kidding? And then when they don't do it, we call them boring. So when I see people have the balls to do it and not give a fuck what people are going to say on social media, they're just here to like give good TV. I appreciate it.
Yeah, when I see people that give really good reality TV moments, I'm always like, please don't suck it to the haters. There's people, and I didn't tweet out of it. I was like, are y'all really eating into a fight that took place over 6 months ago? On a reality TV show? Y'all can calm the fuck down.
People would literally, people like at you on Twitter and like getting like involved in the argument like it's happening, and like
it's happening in real life.
You and the person are fine and you're friends, and you just have to be like, oop, oop, oop. Like you're texting each other like, can you believe what everyone's fucking saying right now? Like, it's so stupid. It's even weirder when you have to film the confessionals, because most of the time you film them after. So you have to get like re-mad. So it's I remember being in that scenario and they're like, oh, okay, you're fighting with this person, even though it happened like 4 months ago and we loved each other again. You know what I mean? But like, you're fighting with them. So you have to get in that mindset and be like, yeah, fuck them. I can't believe that they would say that to me, and you have to talk shit all over again. And it's weird. It's weird. It's a weird mental game, man.
Reality TV. Okay, that was gay agenda. That was longer than I wanted it to be.
It's fine. We're gonna do a quick hookup time. We'll do minimal. I won't say much about it. I'll just read the story.
Time, but also, I want to advertise. We're going to talk about after hookup time. YouTube. We're talking about YouTube, YouTubers, and YouTube life. There's a new reality TV show that a YouTuber came out with on MTV, and we want to talk about that and also other YouTube shit. But first, kids, it's some hookup time with Mike. Ooh, fuck.
Stealing my shit. He's stealing my shit. It's hookup time with Mike.
Woo! Yeah.
Period, sis. All right, I'm going to read you the titles. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Secret message, top secret. Okay. A pickle jar and a crooked cock. Okay.
Okay.
Fetish. I can't say this word. Fetishization and fisting. Or a hookup time update. Hand on my throat with my ass exposed.
I like fetishization and fisting.
What is it with you and bondage? You always pick the painful one. Like, I was looking at pickle jar.
I don't know. What is it? What is it about me and bondage?
He's like, this one time at Folsom.
But yeah, I want to do fetishization and fisting.
Okay.
Yummy dessert.
Oh. Nah.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm having a panic attack.
Oh no.
It's so long, and it's one block of a structure. There's no breaks. There's no commas. It's just a huge page.
You want me to read it? I'll read it.
Yes. Can you read it? Oh my god. I was gonna read it. I need a second. Oh my god. The words are everywhere in my eyes.
Oh no, BB.
It's sending me so far away to a bad place.
Oh no. Oh shit. That's
what I said.
Oh my god.
So
that's a novel. This is our podcast entire episode right here.
We might have to switch. Yeah, Mac. Okay, okay. Pickle jar and crooked cock.
We're gonna star this one. We're gonna come back to it next episode.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'll read this one next episode. So I'm interested because it's a long ass story.
Okay, you know what? Tell us.
That would be our next episode. But all right. Let's just pick a shorter one right now.
Yeah, we're gonna come back to it. We will come back to it next episode because we definitely need to. This one is much easier. The pickle jar and the crooked cock.
Okay.
I'm making an executive decision. Okay. All right. Anyway. Hey, Mac and Mike. Since y'all didn't like my last story.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, God. I don't know the emails.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Maybe we should pick another one.
I know. We're here. We're going to do it. I'm over it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I don't like my last story because it wasn't dirty enough. A shame, really, because it is a good story. Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, well, this is hookup time. I have another one for you. We'll be sure to format it in a way that Mike can read easily, and this time it is definitely dirty. Thank you. Back in 2011, I had just gotten my first job at a fabric store. That was a short bus ride from my house. I was still living with my parents, and we used to do our laundry a short walk away from my new job. One night, while we were doing laundry, I met a couple of guys who seemed really interesting and, not gonna lie, cute as fuck. They invited me to hang out with them at their place sometime, as it was just down the block from the laundromat. Oop. That's kind of hot. It's like cruising at a laundromat. Have you ever met somebody publicly like that and just like, you know, like you're like, let's go fuck?
No.
Oh. Okay. Anyway. This was the beginning of a tradition for me of getting off of work and then walking to their place to hang out. There were 5 guys living in a 2-bedroom apartment. 2 of them were a couple. 1 slept in the living room and 2 others in the second bedroom. Okay.
All right.
Okay. They like cramming in tight spaces, I guess.
Oh no. Couldn't be me, sis. Couldn't be me.
There was one guy who was cuter than everyone else, and I had a massive crush on him. After a few weeks of me doing my best to make my interest known subtly, I finally just told him I wanted in his pants, and he was getting the hint. Okay. His face was priceless, as he absolutely gave the shocked Pikachu face, and we snuck off to the bedroom to make out. We started making out hard, with me getting up on the sink so I could wrap my legs around his waist. Ooh, girl, be careful. That shit will break. That shit will break. I have broken a sink. That shit will break.
Sink?
I had somebody on a sink once and it like cracked off the wall. Not fully, but it cracked.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Mike.
It's not my fault. That was a wake-up call for them, not me. Anyway. Okay, so we decided to get in the shower as it would make things a bit easier and cleaner. We hop in and we're glued to each other at the hip and at the mouth. We couldn't get close enough to each other. I noticed that he had a bit of a crooked dick, which I had never seen before. I'm a trans guy, and this story is from pre-transition. I pointed it out as I held it in my hand and stroked him. Have you ever seen a really curved dick? Have you ever experienced that?
I haven't seen one in real life, no, but I've seen them.
They're interesting.
Why?
They're
Have
interesting.
You've dealt with curved dicks before?
I mean, nothing like it's going. I mean, it wasn't going inside of me. But if it was, if that was something that I was concerned of in that moment, my thought process would always be, "Where's it going?
Where's it going?" Apparently, I know someone that did have a curved dick, but they said it hurt.
I was gonna say
yeah, it hurts.
Is it curving your butt?
It depends on the curve, but I guess if the curve is too much, sometimes they just prefer bottoming because it hurts more if they were the top. Because I had a friend that was like that. So if you have a curved dick, comment down below and send us a picture of it at MessyPod.
Yeah. And also, if you've gotten fucked by a really curved dick before, tell me, does it feel any different than like a normal dick? Because is it like pushing the walls of your butthole?
Pushing the walls? Is it massaging the walls of your ass?
Is it breaking down them walls, honey? Them sugar walls, baby. Oh. Okay, so now there is something you should know about me. I have a mild eating disorder. Oop. That causes me issues with certain vegetables. I get genuinely nauseous and I gag when I eat them, or sometimes even when I smell them.
Tea.
I know, we feel that. The one that I hate more than any other is fucking pickles. The smell alone is enough to make me gag, and that's from across the room. Well, my friends had a huge 3-gallon jar of pickles that they had eaten until all that was left was the juice. About 1 gallon of pickle juice, and they thought it would be hilarious if they snuck into the bathroom while me and the homeboy were about to do the dirty and dump the entire contents of the jar on us.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Do you ever see people that drink pickle juice? What are your thoughts?
No, I've never seen a person drink pickle juice before.
I've seen people do it. There's pickle back shots are like a thing. You chase whiskey with pickle juice.
Ew.
Jameson and pickle juice. And normally wouldn't be my go-to. I've started to like pickles as I got older. My taste buds have changed.
Okay.
And I did try it once, and you know what? It wasn't my favorite, but I have to say the flavors were very complimentary. If anybody out there wants to try it, Jameson shot with a pickleback shot.
Jameson shot with some pickle ass juice. Ew.
Yes. They have it at the bar, or that you make it yourself. I'm telling you, it's actually really not that bad. Anyway.
The more you know.
The more you know. Needless to say, I immediately started gagging and nearly threw up all over this guy. The smell is so overwhelming and I can barely breathe. Mm-hmm. I hear our friends laughing and I want to murder them, but I'm so caught up trying not to throw up that I just ignore them for now. I absolutely gave them a massive lecture later that night. Okay, homeboy, who to be honest was an absolute trooper, helped me wash the pickles out of my hair and off of my body. His friends definitely killed the mood, but after we both got cleaned up, we snuck off to his room and tried to rekindle it. We got right back at it, and this time I finally got that crooked dick in my pussy. Yeah!
Hey!
Yes!
Yes! How did it feel?
How
did it feel? How does the crooked dick... Can you feel the crookedness in the pussy? Snaps? Oh. Sorry, I had to switch straight to the questions. I was just like, okay, so
We already asked. I already want to know what it feels like.
Since they obviously listened to us a lot, since they knew we didn't like their last story.
Which I'm so sorry.
Since you're listening to us, send us another email and explain to us how it felt. Like, how crooked was it? You know what I mean? Like, was it like curved, like in like the going towards the stomach, going like towards the legs, going like to the left, to the right. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Could you feel the crookedness inside of you, or
could you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Could you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Could you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
Imagine like getting fucked by somebody and they're just like, "Yay, feel that, Mr. Krabs." Fucking feel that, Mr. Krabs.
I will do that next time.
I'm gonna bust open that Krabby Patty.
Just for you, I'm gonna do that next time. Don't
Tentacle porn, but it's Squidward.
Don't
Google right
Jake.
now. Oh my god, I won't tell Jake. But I want to know. I want to know if tentacle porn exists, but it's Squidward.
Probably. That's like isn't that rule like 43 or what is it called?
I'm gonna find it.
On the
I'm
internet?
gonna find it.
If it exists, there's a porn about it.
I will.
There's porn about every single cartoon character probably out there on Earth.
I will find out. All right, I'll finish off this story. We got at it for a while with him on top, and he was damn good, not gonna lie. He knew how to roll his hips and hit places I didn't even know I had. He pounded me for a while, and I offered to switch and go on top, and he says sure, and I start riding him. So I didn't know this was a thing, but after about 3 minutes, all of a sudden I hear this little pop. And he begins wreathing in pain. Oh, God. I jump off of him and ask him what's wrong.
You broke his crooked dick!
He's just clutching his dick and moaning in pain. Apparently, this can happen occasionally with dudes with crooked dicks, where there's basically you pull a muscle in your dick. They broke their crooked dick!
Broke their crooked dick. Yeah, my friend tells me it hurts. So I'm guessing that's the thing that hurts. It's like you're pulling a muscle if your dick's too crooked.
Your bussy demolished his dick.
Your bussy got some strong ass muscles. Your bussy tried to correct it. It was like,
listen,
you gotta be straight.
I try to give like titles. I always try to give titles of the podcast during my stories. Like I'm like throw them out so I can remember it later. Like bussy demolishes dick. Remember Michael in editing. Okay. So yeah, he ghosted me a bit about a month later, and after that night, I honestly can't blame him. Also, I genuinely dodged a bullet as he had genital herpes apparently.
So you got him now, right? That's how it works?
Well, you should get checked.
Yeah, I was like, you should get checked.
You should get checked.
You might have some secret herpaderps, you know.
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know.
maybe they got them after or something. I don't know.
Maybe,
also, you dodged a bullet because he had shitty friends. You were sucking a dick and they dumped pickle juice on you. That's like I would have
pickle juice on you.
That
and
I would have
also,
if you
dodged a bullet
sucking
because
dick.
he lived in a 2-bedroom apartment with 5 people.
Exactly. You need somebody to pay those bills, not somebody that can barely pay their own.
Bills. They had a doctor. Damn.
Yeah, damn. And also, like, are you kidding me? If
you got a pussy that can break a dick, bitch, you can get a doctor.
Yeah, you can do your own thing. I believe in you. Are you kidding me? I would go full fucking carry. I would go telekinesis on everybody if you bother me while I'm in the middle of sucking a dick. Don't bother me in the middle of one of my most precious moments.
Most exposed moments.
I'm having an outer body experience and you expose me? Are you kidding me? Anyway, that was Hookup Time with Mike. Thank you very much for your time.
Hookup Time with Mike. Ding. So, YouTubers.
Wow. Okay. You want to talk about it? Can we bring it up?
We'll talk about it. What do you want to talk about first? What exactly do you want to talk about first?
I want to talk about Bretman Rock.
Bretman motherfucking Rock. Bitch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Snaps for Bretman Rock. Let's get some snaps for Bretman Rock.
Good for you.
Excited. For people that don't know, Bretman Rock just had MTV just came out with a season of their MTV's following, and they're following Bretman Rock for a season, which is very interesting, which is actually very exciting because compared to Tana, you don't know shit about Bretman Rock. So
well, it's also, here's the thing. Tana was the first season of it, but Tana was
Tana was a different show. It was MTV's No Filter, so I think she's getting a second season for that. I don't know.
No,
they have MTV's
I think her second season already happened.
That's now Bretman Rock.
I think the second season already happened.
You think it happened?
I think what MTV is doing. MTV has a series where they basically are going to follow around different social media people, and they're going to produce it online. That's why the shows come out only online, like where they live. So that is what MTV is doing. They started out with Tana, and now they are doing Bretman. I was annoyed because Tana was out there being like, it's me. It's like a reality show about me, and this is going to be like a thing. Like, no, girl. Like, you are, like, you're an exclusive.
You're
and
a
the next
piece
person's
to
gonna
a
come.
big puzzle.
Yeah,
you're a piece to a big Viacom puzzle.
Exactly. And it's like, you're like the internet exclusive. So I don't know. And it wasn't even good. The whole show was the whole show was like blue balls. They give too much control to the people like Tana. So it was like, ooh, we're gonna see this fight or this marriage with Drake. And
I feel like
you never saw anything.
Also, the problem with Tana's show was that because everyone that knows Tana Mojo knows her crazy half fake stories she used to tell on her YouTube channel all the time. So you make you think her life is crazy, and for her to have a reality TV show after doing all that. Of course, she's going to try to make crazy moments to try to match her story times, but none of them lived up to the hype. So her season was kind of a letdown. The episodes I was watching, I was like, "There's nothing crazy happening to the crazy life of Tana Mojo." But compared to that, Bretman doesn't talk about his personal life at all on his YouTube channel. You know what I mean? You don't know that much about him. He's a kid that can beat his face well and has some makeup that he sells. And he's really funny on top of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And I feel like they're talented. They're very funny. They don't live here. So it's like, it's kind of like, ooh, I can learn a little bit about like, you know, your culture at the same time and your family who like, we don't really know. I mean, obviously we've seen some like his sister and stuff like that in his videos.
Yeah, like learning more about him and figuring out more about who he is outside of his YouTube channel. I think that's what makes this season more exciting, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm excited. I feel I'm much more excited to learn more about Bretman than I am about Tana because, like you said, you know what, Tana, I don't believe it. Like everything was so.
We've already learned a lot
fake.
about Tana. We already learned a lot about Tana over the years before that reality TV show.
Exactly. It's like if you can give me a storyline where I know it's not so forced and obviously fake, then I'm going to be much more interested to actually learn about somebody.
They should have given Tana some like overly produced fake bull instead of giving her a reality show about her life because we've already seen her life enough on YouTube. They should have given her like some weird like fake love show. You know what I mean? Her finding love or some shit. You know what I mean? That would have been funny.
Yeah. True. I mean, yeah, she would be built for that. I feel like yeah. I mean, I could see that
something ridiculously like satirical and just over the top. Fake reality TV for her. That would have been better than just trying to follow her life as she's turning 21, doing things she's been doing since she was like 19, 16. So
I mean, even I feel like James Charles hit like a good avenue for it. He put that like reality show production on his channel, The Instant Influencer. I feel like that was formatted okay. I mean, I think it was rushed and should have been longer. And with I don't know. In my opinion, I didn't think everybody on that cast was like really a standout, like anybody you could pick. Yeah.
Who? What show is that? Was that James Charles' show?
James Charles had a show called Instant Influencer. It was like a 6-episode thing he posted on his channel.
I know James Charles had the show, but I didn't know what it was. I forgot what it was called for a second.
Instant Influencer. Was that
the James Charles show?
It was all about like I don't know. There was so much more.
Him fighting a makeup artist and all that stuff. He's getting a second season. I mean, it was the first season for that one. So we'll see how
I think that one. I think like I see potential in it. I'm like, okay, the format actually works. You have an idea. It was the first season, so everything was like you're trying it out. But I'm like, okay, that makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm being critical like that,
right?
Yes.
There's only so much you can do at YouTube space, so
yes,
they need to find a better place for that.
That's very true. But you said you watched the first episode of the Bretman Rock.
Yeah, the Bretman
right?
show. It's cute. It's interesting. I mean, I mean, like I said before, you don't know that much about his life, so I was already learning his friends, his assistant. We saw his mother, his mom. He has a single mother. His dad has been dead. I mean, his dad died a couple years ago, a few years, like recently. His dad died, and his mom was already basically like a single mother. I guess they were like separated, I guess. And so they were talking about how his mom would like work all day. Like she would like go to work at like 4 a.m. and then come back at like 11 p.m. Just because she was sending money back to the family in Philippines as well as literally feeding 2 kids in front of her. 3 kids that they had.
Yeah.
So, the entire episode was kind of around him trying to impress his mom by making her dinner and talking about her mom. And I was like, oh my gosh, you know, his mom is a superwoman. So,
yeah, I like that. It was
interesting to see that. You know, this show, you can tell this series, I guess, Bretman's series compared to Tana is not around drama. It's more about him kind of reflecting on and showing people his life and his family that he's never talked about before. So it's interesting. I'm interested.
I think that'd be great. I'm excited to watch it. This is something I'm actually excited to watch. And then I'll be able to give a better critique, maybe next week. Who else would you like to see? Who else would you like to see get like a segment like this? Like what other
like a reality
creator?
TV show?
Yeah.
I said after Bretman, I feel like Emma Chamberlain's going to be next. If
Really?
I'm thinking about the line of people, I feel like you don't know that much about her either, and she's a fucking model now. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be an interesting show to give her, especially if after pandemic when she's like back on her model shit. Give her like a season of that. Follow her around like Fashion Week in some country that she goes to.
True.
It'll be interesting, you know. I feel like that'll be. How about you? What do you think?
Oh, I don't.
Same.
Watch. You know, I don't want. Like, I feel like they're gonna give it to like a Paul brother or something like that. I don't want them to have.
Really?
Like, I don't know.
Doubt. I mean, I can totally see them giving it to like, because I know Jake Paul's leaving YouTube and he's moving to Las Vegas and trying to pursue more boxing. I can totally see them giving him like a season of him trying to become a boxer or something.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't know if that's sellable, but we'll see.
You know what it is? You know what my problem is right now? I don't know YouTube anymore. I don't. Everyone I know is gone. Everyone I watch is gone.
Everyone you watch is gone. I mean, yeah,
It's
I don't
all
really
new
watch that many
kids.
YouTubers that much either now.
I know
just
it's like
watch-
it's new kids at this younger age, and I feel like this is why I'm old, because now it's like I started watching YouTube when it was YouTubers, and then there was a whole wave of like YouTubers that came from Vine, and now it's YouTubers that came from TikTok, and I hate TikTok. I hate that fucking shit.
No, it's not YouTube that came. The TikTok transfer hasn't really happened. Oh, it's only been like the top.
I mean, it hasn't really happened.
Charlie DeLamalamo and
Yes.
Dixie DeLamalamo and all those people. But I mean, like, we haven't, compared to Vine, you know, Vine, like, we didn't see a lot of those Vine stars become big YouTubers until like a couple years after Vine died. So this is like some weird mid transition. So we'll see after the hype of TikTok dies. We'll see who are the true winners of TikTok, I guess, because you know what I mean.
I
Like
know.
Liza Koshy and David Dobrik, they were just like small. They were like medium size, high up Viners. Like they had a big following, but they weren't like the biggest followings on Vine, and now they're the biggest things that happen on YouTube around the time when they transition over. So yeah, you never know. It might you might be. The TikTokers with the best personality showing on TikTok will probably have some success story if they just know how to transition over. So watch out. Watch for them. Find the TikTokers that are really, really, really funny and then become good friends with them and then collab.
Okay. Is there any TikToker that you really like? Like, is there any TikTok that you actually like really want to see succeed?
Really, Anania. It's a TikToker that everyone says reminds them of me because he's a gay black guy, or he's bisexual. I believe. I'm not sure if it's full.
Is it the one that used to always do that, like the however?
The what?
He used to always say however. No.
I don't know. He started the trend of people filming with the backside of their camera on the flash. He's the one that started that trend on TikTok. I'm not sure what the however thing is.
I don't know. It probably
cannot
you
correct
said
you, but he's the person.
You said gay black guy, and I was like, I'm trying.
You don't
to
know that many,
TikTok.
so
I don't know many TikTokers in general. And I was just like,
I mean, obviously you didn't watch one of my latest videos when I was reacting to TikToks that people said reminding them of me.
No, I will tell you this right now to your face. I didn't watch a single one of those videos. A, because you obviously didn't need my view because it did very well. Second of all, because I don't like TikTok. I mean, I like TikTok, but my TikToks are very different. Like, my For You page is weird. Like, I saw somebody trying to do a duck call by queefing. That's what's my TikTok
I've seen that so many times, and so many people have sent me that because so many of you guys just know what my humor is. So you sent it to me. I think Oliver sent it to me. I think Jake sent it to me. Everyone's like, Matt will love this.
You know what it is? I like TikTok, but I don't follow like specific TikTok. I like finding random TikToks, but I don't actually like follow any. Like, I don't have. Like, there's not like you're my favorite TikToker. I follow everything you do on TikTok.
Yeah,
I'm always only on For You page.
That's a thing for me. I feel like that's just because of where we're coming from. We come from the YouTube generation when YouTube was at its peak and all that stuff, and everyone cared about the YouTubers before Vine.
Yeah.
So we see these emerging apps as just like small little like treats, while other people see them as full as lifestyles.
Exactly. And I'm so confused. Like, I told you this before. It's my biggest platform at this point, and I don't do anything on it. Like, I just got an ad read with Ellie Goulding where I had to promote one of her like recent songs. And I'm like, why? Why are you paying me here? I have a YouTube.
But same, yeah. I don't really care about my TikTok page. I kind of just post whatever I want, and I just got like 2 more ads for it.
Yeah, dude,
that are coming out soon. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, these kids made a fucking jungle juice concoction that was like disgusting because it had so much sugar and caffeine, and it was just like I was like, listen, I used to make this in fucking college too. Let me just give you guys a warning on like what this does, so you're not the one being like, there's nothing in this, and then you black out. 3 million views.
Really? That one did? Yeah. It was really good advice. When you were saying, I was like, yes, please. Literally the most drunk I've ever been in my entire life. The most, I've never been blackout drunk, but I got really close, and that was jungle juice. And that wasn't just because of the alcohol in it. That was just because of how sugary it was.
It was the sugar and the caffeine.
And the caffeine.
For anybody listening, let me tell you now.
When your heart is pounding that fast and your brain is being stimulated by all that alcohol on top of it, your eyesight is going to disappear, basically. You're going to black out.
Coming from somebody that used to do a lot of drugs, it's a very similar feeling. Okay? So, like, it was just me giving you a heads up. Like, the sugar will do enough to mask the sweet alcohol.
So much sugar, then they put energy drink, and then they put a fucking pre-workout on top of it.
Yes.
I was like,
no, we used to do that.
But you might as well just squirt pure caffeine into the bucket.
But it's the same. It's the same reason why people would do cocaine with drinking meth, because when you have that much energy and caffeine, or like you're getting more drunk, but your body doesn't you don't register it, because you know how when you get drunk you get tired. So if you don't get tired, if you don't have that sense telling you how drunk you're getting, you think you can drink more. It doesn't mean that you're less drunk or you're being able to handle it better. You just don't notice it until by the time you do notice it, you're blacked out. So that's why I was giving, like, the guys, like, when we do this at parties, we know this, but like a lot of people, especially at fraternity parties, we're not thinking to warn everybody that comes in. And then you get these sorority girls that come to the party and they don't think there's anything in it because they don't taste it. And then they're drinking it and it doesn't hit them. And then all of a sudden they black out and it puts them in unsafe situations. So that's why I was making those videos to be like,
giving a warning. Yeah.
Hello?
It's a good warning to give. It's a good warning to give. People don't know. People don't know.
Yes,
yeah, that was insane. But I read that. I saw that on Twitter, and I was like, all that fucking sugar just for a jar of moonshine and 2 bottles of vodka.
Girl,
just say you don't like alcohol yet. Like, what the fuck is that?
Thank you. So many kids. I got a lot of hate. Mac,
just
so
smoke
many
some
kids.
fucking weed then. Like, don't do that to yourselves. Like, what the fuck is that?
So many kids were coming for me because I was like, if you want to act like if you want to pretend you're an adult, act like one, because I'm going to judge you like one. Like, stop putting candy in your fucking alcohol, because it doesn't do anything. It just gives you a hangover, because the sugar in a cocktail is what causes you to have a fucking hangover. So all the people were like, oh my God, don't candy in my drink shame me. I'm like, what? That's not a thing. And I will shame you. If you're offended, I want you to be offended. Oh, God. And that's coming. And like, usually, if anyone tells me they're offended by anything, I usually like, okay, I'm sorry. But something stupid like that. Duh. Anyway, what were we talking about, Bretman Rock?
I'll put candy in my alcohol when I please, Mike.
I mean, you can, but you're going to feel like shit. And you're going to look like an idiot.
My candy, my choice.
I saw somebody that took a ring pop. They took a ring pop and they mixed it. They made a vodka Red Bull, poured in all the sugar from the contents of a ring pop, and then stirred it with the lollipop. Why don't you just drink bleach? At that point,
just make fucking Jello shots and call it a fucking night. Like,
yes.
Why are you going to that extreme?
Yes, infuse it with something else. Infuse it with something that's actually like refreshing or good. Like, it's really good. And maybe this is me being old. Fucking infuse like vodka with cucumber, and then like squeeze some lemons in that, and it's really fucking amazing.
It's great. It's refreshing.
It is refreshing. It is. It's a cucumber martini, and I love it.
But it's different. I
don't know.
Understood sugary drinks when it comes to alcohol.
Speaking of like things we like, ready? Because if I was performing somewhere, one thing I would like demand, like if I had a rider. I'm transitioning.
Okay. You're transitioning. I hear it.
Look at this seamless transition. If I had a rider, I would like vodka and tequila with a lot of libations. I want a lot of citrus, fresh citrus, so I could squeeze it into my drinks and have a nice cocktail and relax before, during, and after my show. And then maybe with like some like a bread basket.
A bread basket?
I get that, like
Wow.
a warm bread basket, because you're drinking, so you want to have carbs to have energy to perform. That's what I would have, just cocktails and bread. Easy. Cocktails and bread.
True. I would ask for specific
Of course you
alcohol. I would like a bottle of Belvedere. Thank you very much. With some warm bar nuts.
Okay.
And Monster energy drink. Mango Monster energy drink.
But you're a Monster person instead of a Red Bull, and I don't understand it.
I'm a Monster person. I don't know why. I've never really liked Red Bull. Red Bull tastes like pixie sticks to me, and I was never vibed with that.
Well, if anyone's listening, Monster, you can sponsor Mac. Red Bull, you can sponsor me. Oh, what's something? I'm trying to think. Wait, what were you? Okay, quick tip for you.
Okay.
If you want to get like the same kind of thing as Belvedere, but just not spend as much money, Tito's.
Tito's?
Tito's, no. Don't you dare. You just want to spend the money.
No, Belvedere's is slightly better. Belvedere's is smoother. Belvedere is it's a very smooth vodka. Tito's.
I mean, maybe it's taste.
Tito's, you can feel it. You feel Tito's more than Belvedere.
Sometimes I want to feel it. Mac, sometimes I want to feel it.
But Tito's is it's my second choice.
Yeah.
I go for Tito's when I go, like, I'm at a bar, but Belvedere is more like a at-home choice for me.
What kind of food? Like, would you have any like food or like scents? I know like
a cinnamon pretzel from
I
a
love
movie
that.
theater. From a movie, like they have to go into a movie theater and give me a cinnamon pretzel.
Ooh, or what about like? Or I would do the
Or
same
no.
Wetzel pretzel.
If I'm at a place that's like has like a fancy theater, like an ArcLight or something, I'll ask for one of those like jalapeno cheese stuffed pretzel.
Yes. Ooh. Now I'm thinking of foods I want there. I want. Well, you know what I want. Peanut M&Ms. Love peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms.
Peanut
And
M&Ms.
also those cookie dough bites.
Ah!
Now I'm hungry. I haven't eaten yet, Mike. Stop
Me
talking
neither,
about
I'm
food. I have not
starving.
eaten yet. It is like what 3:30.
And also,
We
you
have
and
not
I
eaten
used to have all those movie dates, and this is making me miss it a lot.
I know.
Oh, we saw some weird shit. I remember you and I. What did we see? We saw the dark web together, and we were like, we are off YouTube. We are quitting. We are not doing this.
Friendly dark web. Yeah, I remember that. That was weird. That was
weird. Okay, so we talked about us. I was thinking, it would be fun.
It'll be fun.
Why don't we come up with like a few YouTubers and like make fake riders for them?
Fake writers for fake
like
for YouTube. I would say fake writers for fake YouTubers.
Yeah.
Fake writers for YouTubers.
Like I know, like I was talking to somebody I that used to do JLo's rider, and one thing, like JLo apparently has fresh panties, new pair of fresh panties per day, and then she disposes of them at the end of the day, and fresh lavender in the trailer.
Interesting. There's things I know that a lot of celebrities do that. They're like dispose of their underwear after a performance, or like some throw away their heels.
Yeah.
After like a performance or something.
Here's my question for everybody on production. If I was, and this is why I probably am not working on a production team, I would steal every one, and I would be selling those used panties. I would be selling JLo's used panties.
She probably doesn't throw them into like the venue's trash. She probably like gives it to like someone on her team.
Exactly. If I was that person on her team
or something.
Yeah. If I was that person on her team, I would be fucking being like, yeah, I'll burn it.
Sell it on eBay for $10,000.
Yes, are you kidding me? How much do you think JLo's fucking panties would go for? Used panties? Are you kidding me? You make a fortune.
You can't sell used underwear on eBay. You have to go like dark web for that shit actually.
Okay. You're acting like I don't know how.
OnlyFans it.
Shane Dawson, remember when he did his whole like sold his boxes and was going for 100,000?
Sold his underwear, but then later on in that video, that's when a representative called him and said, you can't sell used underwear on eBay.
And no one was weird because like for a man who has a large following of children and he's selling his used underwear.
He's selling his used underwear. Yeah, I feel like no one really pinged that. It was like, okay, that was a little bit too far right there, sir. I was like, wait a minute. Like, your audience is a lot of 13-year-old kids that are probably bidding fake money for this used underwear.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think it would be fun to like roast some people, and like we have to do a lot. I feel like it would just be a little fun activity. You know, you and me, we have to do these little fun activities.
Okay, give me a YouTuber.
Okay.
I'll think it up.
Okay.
Hey.
Who's?
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Who is it? Emma Chamberlain.
Emma
You'd like
Chamberlain?
Emma Chamberlain.
Okay. Ooh.
I got one in my head. Meat. I mean, I was thinking maybe ice. I was thinking like ice.
100% coffee, iced coffee. She drinks
Yeah.
her own coffee though.
She has her own brand, I think.
She has her own brand of coffee. 100% iced coffee. I feel like she wants some like M&Ms. You know what I mean? She
Okay.
for M&Ms. And for some reason, like those like airplane pretzels, just for some reason, vibe with me with Emma Chamberlain.
Airplane pretzel? Oh, you mean a little bag of airplane
those
pretzels?
those small little pretzels. I feel like she want like a bowl of that.
What?
I don't know. I don't know Emma Chamberlain.
I mean, I feel like she gives me that like hipster vibe. So I'm thinking in my head she wants like flowers.
Oh, flowers. Maybe
Flowers,
she wants like iced coffee and some kombucha.
Yeah, kombucha or like some annoying snack like figs. You know?
No, those like seaweed chips.
Oh God,
are
that people
becoming a
pretend
thing.
they're good. They're disgusting. Oh goodness. Okay, ready? Here's a fun one. Trisha Paytas.
Trisha Paytas. Ooh. Oh no.
Everything on the menu at Taco Bell. She wants the entire menu at Taco Bell.
The entire. No, she want a fondue fountain.
Yes.
Cheese pouring out of a fountain and like a bunch of stuff to just dip it in. You know.
Three different ones.
She did that on her channel before, I believe. I'm not sure.
She probably did. She has 3 different fondue fountains. One of ranch, one of cheese, one of chocolate.
Well,
Three-course
ranch
meal.
cheese chocolate and then a bunch of shit, just like random like shrimp and shit to dip into it.
Yes. Oh, I
Honestly,
love it.
what a vibe. I'll be down with that. If I saw that, I'd be like, ooh, girl, let me join.
Yeah.
I wonder what
was
shrimp
like,
and
ooh.
chocolate tastes like.
Oh God. Okay. What's like a crazy one? I would be like, who's one that would be like super expensive?
Super expensive?
Maybe like a Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast wouldn't be super expensive. He'll be, I want $1,000 given to the nearest homeless shelter. You know what I mean?
True.
I feel like,
Or like-
James Charles
Oh,
would have
good.
a very
Okay.
expensive rider.
Yes. What do you think? I feel like I want like a $1,000 skin routine. Fully stocked.
Yeah, he wanted a specific like skincare there for him. He will want
His own makeup palette that you have to go and buy.
The entire green room has to be sanitized 3 times by a professional sanitized company. That's like $300 per room. 3 times. So
Yes. There must be 4 ring lights available at any given moment.
there needs to be a steamer and a dehumidifier in the same room.
Yes.
Both going off,
Yes.
fighting with each other to death.
Yes. And there better be a backup for both just in case one malfunctions.
Just in case one just malfunctions.
What kind of food? What does James Charles eat? I feel like he said he recently eats like a child. Like he has like Lunchables.
What do you think he had Lunchables?
He does. He said in one of his recent videos, he goes,
He did?
he goes, everybody was eating really nice stuff and he was sitting there like eating Lunchables because he eats like a child. He eats that and like he eats Uncrustables.
So yeah, he'll want a bunch of Lunchables and Uncrustables.
Okay. Next to his humidifier and skincare routine. Love that.
Dehumidifier and steamer. So
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't drink. So it would be like he would have like not kombucha. I feel like he would have like coconut water or like water with like oranges in it. You know what I mean?
Coconut water. Yeah, a huge gigantic vat of ice water with some orange slices and lemon slices and
That word
cucumber
always
slices.
irks me. That word always like triggers me a little bit. That.
That.
Like a vat. I'm like, why? Ooh, that's such like an obnoxious. That's like that's such an obnoxious amount of measurement.
But you know who would have the most expensive? The YouTuber with the most expensive rider in my mind would probably be Jeffree Star.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring him up.
I know. we don't gotta talk about it, but Jeffree
We
Star.
don't gotta talk about her. The entire room must be covered in diamonds.
entire room must be bedazzled in Swarovski crystals.
Yes. I feel like the fun big ones would really not be expensive. Like I don't see like if you ever did like a Jenna Marbles, I feel like she wouldn't even ask for anything.
No.
I feel who else? Who else is like fun? Who do you watch?
Who do I watch? I'm starting to watch a lot of smaller creators now recently. I don't watch anyone big other than Smosh, basically. Smosh and like Markiplier. That's about it.
I'm trying to think. Who else? I remember like when Hannah, Grace, and Mamrie used to do their shows, they would just have like shots to go take. Yeah. That was fun. And pizza.
When I was doing my tour, they kept on asking me if I wanted anything in the green room and all that stuff. And I kept on saying, no, I just want water. That's all I wanted, was just some fucking water.
You know what I would actually, I know exactly what, mine would literally be, now that I'm thinking about it, I would have tequila, vodka, Red Bull, peanut M&Ms, and a pizza. That would be my rider.
Ooh, yummy, yummy. I don't think I'll be able to do like something heavy. I don't think it'll be like a heavy food.
No,
so
it's like an after.
After, yeah, sure, but
yeah, like maybe nuts. You need some nuts.
Yeah, I want some nuts. I want some warm bar nuts and a cinnamon pretzel.
I can't believe. I wonder if they do. I'm trying to think of what other YouTubers have performed. What other YouTubers have like tours?
Tana Mojo.
Oh God, did we talk about her?
She had like 3 tours, didn't she?
Yeah. What do you think her?
We didn't talk about her rider. Should we talk about her rider? Tana Mojo's rider
Coke
would probably be
a blunt.
a blunt, some fucking Skittles.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe some lip gloss. But not just one blunt, like a couple blunts, because she'd be coming with a squad. Her entire squad gets their own blunt, a blunt per squad member.
I feel like the rider for these people, for everyone we're talking about, is like the rider is more for the posse, the group. Do you know what I mean? That they bring with them, because they're busy doing shit. Everybody else is just there to mooch and feel special. Like, we're here for the VIP. You know what I mean? And like to eat all the free things. Huh?
Yes.
Like the only time I ever get that kind of treatment is whenever I would like host nights at the bar, or I go with people that are hosting nights at the bar, because then you just get free liquor all night.
Yeah, bottle service all the time. That happened with me with every time. Do you remember Evita? People don't know what Evita was. Evita was like a very well known party in Los Angeles for the gays.
Yeah, me and Aris would be there. Me and Aris would host those tables every weekend.
Yeah, I used to know a couple people that used to be like hosts sometimes, and I went a couple times just because they were hosting. That was the only reason why I went. Just because that free bottle service, bitch.
It's great.
I wasn't gonna go get crowded. Like, also, like the party, I didn't know it was gonna be so that party's insanely crowded.
Insane, but that's why it was always nice.
Insanely crowded.
The only reason we would go is because we had a free table and bottle service, because like we don't deal with the crowd.
The only reason why I went the second time was because like the tables, like there's room.
Yeah.
Everything else is like everyone's standing shoulder to shoulder. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I know. And like, I'm always uncomfortable because I'm like goofy. I'm like, why am I here? It doesn't make any sense. But like, I'm always with a Reese who like, just like exudes amazingness.
Importancy.
Yeah. Speaking of, I'm drinking a coffee mug. She gives gifts of her own merch. That's who Reese is.
Yeah, I know that. I know she does.
She gave me gifts of her own merch.
We need to get her back. People are emailing us asking when she's coming back now. So we need to.
You know what?
Figure that out. I guess
if we could, Reese would be like a permanent third member of this podcast.
A random segment.
Yeah,
of her just popping in.
You know how we would have sometimes.
Here's some advice from Reese. Wash your fucking faces, bitches. That was advice from Reese. Something like that.
Oh God. And she doesn't care, man. I love it. She gives real good advice because she doesn't give a fuck what people say about it. Oh God, we will get her back. We'll get her back soon. She doesn't have a rider. She just gets free things. She gets whatever she wants.
If they ask her like, what would you want backstage, she would just turn to them like, oh, and just walk away. And they just gotta figure it out.
Yeah. I've seen her audition for a show, and literally I was like in the room while she was on the Skype call. And they go, so what would your storyline be? And she just leaned in and she goes, my name is Aris and I exist. there's your storyline. And I was like, oh my God. And she got booked.
What an icon. I wish I was at that level.
A true icon. Like, she's just like, exudes confidence. And like, normally I would be like, you're so cocky. Normally I would be like, you're so cocky, but I'm like, it comes off more as confidence and I don't know why. I think it's so hot. I think it's great.
She's confident. There's no, I don't feel cockiness from her. It's confident because she's not like, I feel like the difference between cockiness and confidence is more like, move out of my way. I'm great. Her is just like, I'm great.
Yeah.
And she'll just walk forward. She doesn't care if you're in her way. She's just going to walk.
Well, that's what I've noticed. We usually, like, speaking about that kind of characteristic, I mean, I know Aris is like somebody definitely rising in like the entertainment industry with everything that she does. But like the biggest professionals I've seen, like the really famous people are the most humble and nicest ones. Like this rider conversation, if you have a really obnoxious rider and you're just like an asshole and like really annoying to deal with, you are trying to make up for something because you obviously are not as important as you're actually trying to perceive yourself.
I do know a lot of celebrities do get on their rider. They put some really one really specific thing just to know that the people that are at the venue and people that are working the venue are listening.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a big thing because like a lot of performers don't like to perform in venues where the staff of it are not paying attention to what they're doing.
Yeah. But you know what you could do that?
Like something bad might happen, and if they're not paying attention, they might not get or catch on to like something that's bad is happening.
Well, you could still do that.
Put, like some weird like Mariah Carey with the green and M&M thing was a big thing in the media for a while, but that was specifically so she knew that people were there for her.
Yeah. I get you want to like have that level of respect, especially if you're a professional of that level. But I feel like there are ways to do that without also being annoying. Like say like for me, if I'm going to say vodka, a specific brand of vodka. So then if I ask for Tito's and you get me pop off, I'm going to be like, I'm going to pop off.
If I ask for fucking Belvedere and I see fucking Sky blue ass bottles sitting in my fucking green room, bitch, I'm walking out.
Yeah. I would love to see you be like, we're leaving. And just like do your strut.
Walk, open the door. Sky! That's it. We're gone.
I would love it so much. I would. Because the people I've talked to, like even with these big drag queens, now whenever I talk to like Willem or Alaska, and I've asked them this, we've had the rider conversation and everything like that, it's very minimal. And they don't care. And even in their own humble lives, like they're just humble. They support everybody. You know what I mean? And they're always just like very professional and like, something like, especially in the social media game, you meet people and they're like, oh, I won't talk to you unless you have like X amount of followers and like stuff like that. Like those people are the worst, man. They are the worst.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's that whole vibe. I don't like it. Anyway.
That vibe. Well, I mean, we've been doing this for an hour, so we can end now.
What is the message of today's podcast, Mac?
The message of today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen, is don't.
Yeah. Love that. Don't. That's it. Don't leave it. Don't. You guys don't.
Don't. Just don't. Word of story. Don't. Don't, bitch.
Oh God, I can't wait till we could have like guests again and do like those fun games. I miss playing Will It Run Clear. Remember Will It Run Clear?
Oh my gosh. We did that like only 4 times.
Yeah, because then we had a mishap. I still sit over here with a golden tray of 10 douches. I don't know what to do with it. It's getting hard to explain when people come over, and I'm like, oh, it's for this thing.
It's like orgies.
Everyone gets your own douche. You get a douche. You get a douche. Everyone gets a douche.
My gift basket.
Oh God. Well, where can people find you, Mac?
People can find me anywhere if you search Mac Does It. That's POPING space MY space BUSSY. Where can people find you, Mike?
People can find me anywhere if you search at MikeMGTV. Hold on, I'm just also quickly going to our last podcast because we told people if you listen to the end and you comment below what we say, we will give a few of you a special shout out recognition.
Shout out.
So
also, we did say we were going to start reading reviews, and we have not done that yet. So next
week, that's what we're doing.
Next week, we're going to be reading reviews you guys gave us on iTunes or wherever the hell you can review this podcast. And then also, do you have any shout outs? There was a few. I saw a few.
You know what the funny thing is? I saw everybody, by the way, the word of the week last week was Cock Destroyer. And I forgot. And I was like reading her comments. I'm like, why is everybody writing Cock Destroyer? I was completely, I forgot. And I was like, what's going on? Did Max tweet something and I missed it? But what'd you say? What's the word again this week? Can you spell it?
Oh, P-O-P space M-Y space B-U-S-S-Y.
Yes. P-O-P-M-Y
No,
B-U-S-S-Y.
P-O-P-I-N-G space M-Y space B-U-S-S-Y.
Wait.
Don't forget the I-N-G in the first P-O-P.
P-O, is it P-O-P or P-O-P-P-I-N-G?
Oh, fuck, Mike.
Mac.
No second P. Actually, that's the trick. That's the trick.
Sure?
That's the rider. Just one.
Wait.
No. Like specifically, we're not adding a second P. Like there is a second P,
okay.
but I'm leaving the second P out. That's the rider.
Poping?
That's the rider.
You're poping.
Yeah, shut up. No, I'm not. They don't know. They don't know.
Yeah,
They don't know. P-O-P-I-N-G space M-Y space B-U-S-S-Y. Bitch.
Love it. Oh, I love it so much. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I'm trying to see. I'm just gonna do it at random. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's what I do. Whenever I shout people out on my YouTube channel, I just randomly pick two people.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just gonna scroll all the way down here. Welcome to Messy, everybody. Okay. Mador 1000. Mador 1000. Thank you for typing
1000.
Cock Destroyer MATTOR 1000. I'm liking your comment right now, and I'm
Yes,
doing all the things.
congratulations for your random shout out. You won so much.
He said Cock Destroyer, and then we got both male and female dancing. But you don't know if they're male and female. They could be anywhere in between.
Okay.
It's just I'm just saying I don't know. It's emojis. It's just emojis dancing. I don't know.
Okay, well, you can find this podcast anywhere if you search MessyPod. Find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or anywhere you can play a podcast. We also have a YouTube channel.
Oh, we do.
on YouTube.
Fuck, we do. It's so good.
It's so good. It's so good. But you can find our podcast anywhere you search Messy with Mac and Mike. That's W/Mac and Mike, not MessyPod. I feel like we should change our title to MessyPod. I don't know if we can, but
Is it not?
No, it's Messy W/Mac and Mike.
Oh, I thought it was
Messy with
MessyPod.
Mac and Mike.
I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, probably. Oh, we also have a TikTok,
probably.
everybody. We have a TikTok. Woo!
We have a TikTok at MessyPod, Twitter at MessyPod, YouTube is youtube.com/MessyPod.
Instagram,
Email us at messypod@gmail.com.
Yes, bitch.
And
Keep sending
we
those
might
hookup time stories.
And from this point on, we might change our podcast to just MessyPod. We'll see if we can. I don't know if you can change podcast titles.
I mean,
I don't know how to do
we'll
that.
figure it out. I feel like we've
We'll
always
figure it
called it
out.
MessyPod. Messy with Mac and Mike and Mike and
Maybe
Mac.
we'll
I
call
don't
it
fucking know.
MessyPod because it's just easier than calling it Messy with Mac and Mike.
One day when we're together again, we should just make a podcast where we make mac and cheese. I'll dress like cheese, and we'll make mac and cheese. That'd be great.
I vibe with that.
And then it could be a full 20 minutes of us stirring mac and cheese for that. You know,
yes.
get that sound, get that audio. Anyway,
And
wow.
ladies and gentlemen, you have just been dipped into ranch in Trisha Paytas' dressing room.
and then put inside that pussy. Because we've all seen it on Twitter.
I've seen it squirt.
Oh, God. Girl, bye.